Okay.
Rebecca, Becky Tegeler, a guidance counselor for more than 10 years, is now relying on others for their guidance after surviving a stroke.
I had a headache that wouldn't go away and became a stroke. I instantly knew that something was wrong because half of my body was gone, including my face, and I had to fight for that back.
With the stroke impacting her right side, her dominant side, Becky could no longer feel or move her right arm or leg and had difficulty with speech. She arrived at Madonna Rehabilitation Hospital's specialized stroke program on March 15th. In a wheelchair, unable to communicate, but her drive to return to her family and to work pushed her to succeed.
She wanted to work hard. She had goals in mind that she wanted to reach. She's a mom, she's a teacher, she's a counselor, and then she wanted to go back to work. She's being a high school counselor, she wanted to get back to her students.
Fueled by the determination, she started putting one foot in front of the other. Standing side by side, Becky's physical therapist saw the spark in her.
Going from the wheelchair to standing to walking with a cane to walking without a cane.
Any sort of movement, her right leg was very difficult to move. So when we first began attempting to walk, we used a platform walker and we used the body weight support Rifton tram.
Moving along in her recovery, Madonna's occupational therapist worked on reaching her new goals, like getting feeling and movement back into her arm.
We first started with a functional electrical stimulation bike, which is where you hook up electrodes to that right arm. She had very, very minimal shoulder movement when she came in here, nothing underneath that, below that. And that really, I think, kick-started some of that neuromuscular rehab, is what we call it, to kind of get some of that movement. Then once she got a little bit of hand movement, we started onto the Armeo Power, which is that kind of gravity eliminated body weight support that gave her a little bit of input and would guide her through movements.
Gaining back her independence, she credits Madonna's state-of-the-art technology.
My brain relearned how to move my arm, but I couldn't have done it without the Armeo Power. And doing that, like, over and over, the repetition teaches your brain what you need to know.
So at first, especially for her, the machine was doing majority of the work. And then what's really fun is you can grade different levels, but then you can also shows you when the patient is starting to kind of initiate some of those movements, and then you can start to see the progress and kind of increase the challenge of it.
With immediate feedback, therapists could see Becky improving daily. And with patience and perseverance, Becky was moving on from inpatient to our intensive outpatient rehabilitation day program, where she would do physical, occupational, and speech therapy 3 times a week for up to 5 hours.
It's perfect because therapist to therapist, we can communicate with things that we did, and we can let them know what worked, what didn't work, what the patient loved. And I think it sets the patient up for better success too, because then they don't have to relearn a team, learn how to communicate everything that's going on with them. And I mean, just our core values that we hold here at Madonna, I think you see that play out throughout the continuum of care and how much we really want them to be successful.
With the help of our specialized technology, like the Madonna Eye Care by Sports Art motorized elliptical, Armeo Power, Becky began to walk independently. She also improved her range of motion and strength in her arm. Now, Becky, who has recently walked out of Madonna's doors, has returned to work.
The wisdom and experience transmits to people to get some independence back, to get your life back. Well, the people of Madonna gave me my life back. I mean, I said from the very beginning that the miracles happen at Madonna.